are friends who live on mountains.
We are friends who talk good games.
Today we have a very interesting and special episode.
It's a very special episode.
Luigi, who does not get his due often enough, is going to be the main focus of this episode. We're going to talk about all things Luigi. There's not really... Nothing is off bounds. Everything is in bounds when it comes to Luigi.
Anything that's ever happened to Luigi or ever could happen to Luigi.
And as far as I'm concerned, everything I'm reading on the Luigi wiki page is going to be just... I'm just going to assume that this is canon. So we're going with this.
Anything you could say about Luigi is true.
Canon. Yeah. There's nothing...
He'll take anything.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever he can get. But first, what are you playing these days? What's in your rotation?
A friend of the podcast, VNA, has gotten me a copy of The Witness, and I'm about to start playing that.
The Witness?
The Witness.
Is that a John Grisham book?
It kind of looks like one. It looks pretty darn interesting.
Excellent. What's that for? What's that on? What is it?
It's on/for everything. I have it for Steam, and I'm going in fairly blind on purpose.
Nice. Right on.
What about you?
I have been playing Trials of Mana on the Collection of Mana thing for the Switch. So that's been fun. And I've also been kind of slowly making my way through Final Fantasy Type 0 on PlayStation 4.
What is Type 0?
It's the only Final Fantasy game to ever get a mature rating. So they can actually show blood and like people getting stabbed and stuff, which is kind of interesting. It's almost a little unnerving to play it and like realize like people are just like screaming. It's like every scene is like a scene out of Saving Private Ryan. Is
it like a mainline Final Fantasy game, or does it play differently in some way, or is it just a side story that they wanted to do with an M rating?
It plays differently. So originally, it's I don't know. They kind of Squaresoft did a weird thing where when they came out with Final Fantasy 13, they were gonna release a series of games in that universe that weren't necessarily going to be mainline games that were going to take place in the same universe. Final Fantasy 13.
Yep.
So this is one of those games. Final Fantasy 15 was one of those games actually before they scrapped it and then turned it into 15, which is why you might see some similarities between the characters and all of them. But this particular game is an action RPG. So
are you playing 2 action RPGs right now? Then?
I am playing 2 action RPGs.
I'm okay with that. So before we get to our main Luigi, though.
So I don't know if anyone's ever played Professor Layton, but I decided to take it upon myself to write the next Professor Layton game. Professor Layton is actually just attending Wimbledon for fun because he is a British man and he is a high-class British man. So he's at Wimbledon. He left Luke behind because Luke sucks. He gave Luke like a stack of like busy work to do at the office and puzzles. Yeah.
10,000 puzzles.
He said, Luke, a true gentleman, will not complain about not seeing Wimbledon and will do his work, as he promised. Leaves Luke behind. He's hanging out with John McEnroe at Wimbledon when all of a sudden, on the main court, a smoke bomb goes off. The whole arena fills with smoke, and when the smoke clears, they realize that the Duchess of, I don't know, York, Kent, whatever. A Duchess has gone missing. Duchess of what?
The Duchess of Duchy.
The Duchess of Duchy has gone missing. And the title of this new Layton game is going to be called Professor Layton and the Grass Court Grievance. Yes.
So good.
Yeah. And since Luke has been left behind for this entire thing, what happens is that Professor Layton adopts John McEnroe as his sidekick, which ends up...
Wait, does this mean John McEnroe is going to be solving puzzles?
John McEnroe is going to be attempting to be solving puzzles.
What happens when John McEnroe gets a puzzle wrong? Does he... There's a puzzle judge.
He screams.
That says that puzzle solution is out of bounds, and oh my god.
Yeah. John McEnroe, I wrote a couple lines here. Maybe I'll just share one with you. So John McEnroe, so this is after these two are on the hunt for clues. They're looking for a clue as to why the Duchess of Duchy has gone missing. Professor Layton is already questioning his choice to partner with John McEnroe. But anyway, so John McEnroe is also fairly drunk at this time, because obviously he is. So the line is, John McEnroe burps incredibly loudly and says, "Hey, Layton, get a load of this clue."
And Layton says, "Sir John McEnroe, that's a plastic bag filled with cocaine. And it's not you. You just pulled that.
Nothing gets past you, eh, Prof? So are we doing this or what?"
Wait,
Layton would do that. So later,
Layton would do that, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
he's modeled after Sherlock Holmes, right?
Layton, when they're on the crime scene, he like puts together this air of like, I'm a serious detective and I'm not going to do this, but later on when they're like, back at Professor Layton's office, like Layton gets mad at him for like not having as much cocaine as he let on earlier because they wanted to party. Yeah. So anyway, what really happens throughout the course of this game is that Layton is.
They're all titled. That's like the 4-line puzzle.
Layton is like earnestly trying to put together this puzzle, and John McEnroe is John McEnroe is really more of a foil than anything else, which is kind of also for some reason Layton refers to McEnroe as Sir John McEnroe every single time. He never says anything shorter. It's just like the full name. So anyway, that's the next Layton game, Professor Layton and the Grass Court Grievance, starring Sir John McEnroe.
Oh, please. Can you please make the villain a tennis judge?
Yeah, it's
just please. In collusion with I don't care who, Nadal, maybe? Like Nadal and a tennis court judge?
Absolutely.
Colluded to kidnap the Duchess of Duchy? Because it's just McEnroe cussing out that judge for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Over the credits.
When they finally get him.
Just, yes, please. I would really like that.
So
McEnroe is hunched over a small table, working meticulously with his hands. The object of his attention is hidden from Layton's view.
Prof, if you line this up just right, it looks like a tennis court.
Line what up exactly, Sir John McEnroe?
The blow! Come on, man!
McEnroe stands up from the table, presenting his very neatly cut lines of cocaine in the shape of a tennis court.
See, my brother and I used to call it a grand slam back in the 80s. Haven't done one since we lost him.
My condolences. I hadn't heard of his passing.
Oh, no, I mean, he's alive. I just fucking hate the guy, Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I'm pleased with that.
So now we come to our main topic, and that topic is Luigi. This is the episode of Luigi. This is the episode for the man who never gets his due, who's been in more games than anyone else in video games except maybe Mario himself. This is the episode for Luigi.
So, Luigi, well, let's see. What is your favorite Luigi?
Gosh, my favorite Luigi is Mario All-Stars Luigi. Like when they added him back to some of the Mario games that he wasn't in, because they didn't just palette swap him. The earliest, or these versions of Luigi basically had that super struggle jump. So there was this long period where, and like that's carried forward. So my favorite was basically the first time that you saw Luigi. I think that was it. It was the first time that you saw Luigi doing his crazy struggle jump. And the way that you could kind of like pull the controller a little bit to get a little more time and motion out of him. And he's kind of sweating. The little drops of sweat flying everywhere. That's my Luigi.
Yeah, the way Luigi was portrayed in the first two of the Paper Mario games were my favorite. So in the first one, Mario and Luigi, you start the game together. You go to Peach's castle. And then after Peach is kidnapped, Mario goes on a journey and Luigi just opts to stay at home for some reason. Or he might have asked to go. I can't remember if he asked to go and Mario was like no, or if he just decided like forget it, man. I'm not going out here. But throughout the game, like at the end of every chapter, if you decide to go back to Mario's house, you can read Luigi's journal where he talks about being jealous of Mario the entire time. And as the game progresses, his journal moves around into different places in the house where like hidden by like. You have to like get a new like special move or an upgrade to your hammer or like whatever to open up the room so Luigi's basically just adding secret rooms to their house while Mario is off on his journey and hiding his journal in there, and you get to play as Mario and constantly like go find his journal and read all the embarrassing things that he's writing in it. And then in Thousand Year Door, Luigi also goes on a journey alongside Mario, a completely different journey. But you run into him at the hub town, and after every chapter, he's in the hub town with a different sidekick next to him. And then if you talk to him, he'll tell you the story of like what he just did in his journey. And then if you talk to the sidekick, after that, the sidekick will tell you, like, don't believe anything this guy says. The only reason I'm here is because I went on a journey with this guy and he still owes me like a ton of money or something. Like they all.
I'm retroactively adding that version of Luigi
good.
to the sketchiest characters list.
It's
as bad as
constantly,
the Toads
so like
in Mario Odyssey.
he's telling Mario as if he's like on this like great and special adventure, and everyone that's with him is like I can't stand this guy, but like he owes me and I'm not leaving until he pays me back. So it's pretty great.
I think my second favorite Luigi, and it's canon because everything is canon, is Mario voice actor Charles Martinet releasing a video with two little toys of Mario and Luigi, encountering at like a low camera angle a bunch of different animals, and in every one of those, Luigi will be like,
"Oh yes,
is that a cow?" And Mario will go, "No, Luigi, that's a dog." Oh, is that a cow? No, that's a horse.
Those are so good.
I think that's my second favorite Luigi.
That's a horse.
I don't know why he's doing that.
Okay, Mario.
Okay, Mario.
I think there was a game. I think one of the Mario and Luigi games, they go somewhere where everyone inadvertently thinks that Luigi is the hero for some reason. And it's like this weird backwards world where like everyone just thinks Luigi's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
I know my third favorite Luigi, and I'm going to say it's canon because everything is canon. It's the live action YouTube clip of Mario Kart, the like utterly hateful Luigi driver.
Yeah, no, the Luigi stare down it's like 25 years of pent up rage from Luigi, and like he decided Mario Kart 8 was when he was going to let it all out.
Mm-hmm. And my fourth favorite Luigi is an actual Mario Kart. Anyone who ever wanted to play as Mario and had to settle for playing as Luigi when someone else chose Mario.
You know, I remember
that's my fourth favorite Luigi.
As being the guy that usually played as Luigi when we were playing Mario Kart or Mario Tennis.
I did.
Yeah.
It was the non-confrontational choice. Like, it's the easy thing to pick. No one else is going to pick. Actually, my fifth favorite Luigi, and it's canon because everything is canon, is my version of Luigi in Mario Golf, who's agreeable, not taking it as seriously, but really wants to do well, and ends up like 12 shots over par on like 12 shots on every single hole over par.
I like how I actually watched a couple episodes of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show yesterday over at a friend's house. Half the people had never seen it before, and we decided to just throw it on because it's available on Netflix. I love how first of all, both him and Mario are, like, every phrase out of their mouth involves pasta in one way or another. Like, or it's insults. Like at one point, like, Bowser calls them the pepperoni plumbers, as if like that's some sort of like insult to these guys.
Mainstream American culture didn't figure out how to portray Mario and Luigi for like.
So every 5 minutes, like, Mario says something about being hungry for pasta. It seems like it almost seems a little racist. I don't know, like, but it's like
it's the Italian. It's definitely like the Italian
like,
stereotype.
The very first lines of the very first episode are Mario and Luigi like poking fun at each other for having their overalls covered in pasta sauce. For no reason whatsoever. And then the actress Nicole Eggert like pops up out of nowhere, and they are supposed to fix her kitchen sink. It's very weird. But I love how Luigi. So I think
that's real weird.
Well, the one thing that's actually consistent with that show and going forward with Luigi is that he's just scared. He's a scaredy cat. Throughout the entire show, he's just terrified of everything. He never wants to go anywhere. And then that carried over.
Yep. My sixth favorite version of Luigi, and it's canon because everything is canon, is that my mother adopted many stray cats, and two brothers, she named Mario and Luigi. Mario has been missing for 15 years.
Mario's missing.
Mario's missing. And Luigi survived. He's very old now. He's been a cat for 16 years, 17 years. He's an old cat. He's an outdoor cat, and he's terrified of everything all the time. His love is totally overridden by fear. He wants to be petted, but like from 17 feet away. And he's scared of real life threats like hawks and owls. So he hides everywhere all the time, and he's just terrified. Yeah, that's my sixth favorite canon appearance of Luigi.
So I was reading that Luigi is romantically interested in Princess Daisy,
That's not canon.
I don't. I don't.
That's never.
I don't feel good about that. I don't like the idea of Luigi having.
That's never been
a
established.
romantic
That was a company internal fanfic at Nintendo. That's never been established. That's not a thing. I don't believe Luigi has himself sorted out yet.
Yeah.
You know, he's fear based, not love based.
He's not in a place where he's romantically available. I don't think.
No.
Luigi. I had done a sentence I thought I'd never say. Luigi and romantic availability.
So let's run through a list of Luigi's appearances as the protagonist of the game.
Sure.
Because there have been like 8 or 10 of these.
Sure.
Again, for an unsung character, he's really got a lot of material.
Yeah. I think the first game was Mario is Missing. Is that the first game he ever really started as a hero in?
Technically, it's Luigi's Hammer Toss, which I'm so excited to discover. We didn't know about that game before now. His first game wasn't a game. It was a Game & Watch game. He got his own watch. Yep, you could throw a hammer. I don't know why he had a hammer. That should be a Hammer Brothers thing.
Is he the origination? Is that where the Hammer Bro came from?
Is he the Hammer Brother? Oh my god!
The original Hammer Bro, and then they decided to make an enemy out of it?
What does that mean about the other Hammer Bros?
I don't know if I want to know.
Best left unexplored, even though canon.
So Luigi first appeared in Mario Bros. For the Game & Watch, where he loads cases of bottles in a bottling plant onto trucks with Mario. Great.
That's interesting.
This was, I guess, on the first Game & Watch, but he was not the star. He was just the second.
You know, he's a hard worker, and he always was.
Yeah.
He may owe a lot of people money, but he has a hustle.
Oh, look at this. Luigi was played by an unknown actor in a live-action commercial for the Atari 2600 version of Mario Bros. The commercial portrays Luigi as a coward, though it is unknown if this had any influence on Luigi's personality or not. I think it's fair to say this definitely had an influence on Luigi's personality.
Yeah, it probably did. I mean, before that, he was a palette swap.
Right.
So
yeah.
You had to start somewhere. Coward is a good place to start. So yeah, his first real appearance was Mario is Missing.
Yeah. Which I played a lot of as a kid because...
Me too. I actually beat Mario is Missing.
Yeah. Did you know, man, so the first couple times I played that game, I didn't...
I'm going to say that's my 7th favorite Luigi's appearance, yeah.
I didn't know that Mario is Missing always plays out the exact same way every time. Because there's so many different cities on the world that you can potentially land on. But Luigi is not, or Mario is, there's no one there. I thought that every time is an RNG version of Mario is Missing appears. And it wasn't until the fourth
incredible replay.
The fourth or fifth time that I realized I was just going to the ancient city of Rome every single time that I realized that's not.
Okay, so given that you didn't know, would you give the game for you good replay value or not?
Yes.
So it accidentally had good replay value.
It incidentally had good replay value.
Okay, yeah. I what did I learn from that game? I learned that you can come on too strong as a teacher. That game was a little too overtly educational and a little slow, but it really did suit Luigi to be a professional tourist.
Yeah.
And I got to say I liked him because I liked that, that class of person.
Sure.
So it was neat to play as a professional tourist. It was neat to play a, Carmen Sandiego style game.
I also, he made an appearance, well, not really, as in the original Super Mario RPG, you can find a wish, one of Luigi's wishes that got stuck on Star Hill, and his wish is, I want to be a great plumber like my brother Mario.
Wow.
He's a simple man. All he ever really wants is to live up to the greatness of his brother, and that's pretty hard.
If I could have a wish in the world of hacked games, given that my wish for infinite Kirby Golf has already been granted, I think I would spend my next wish on having someone make a hack copy of Mario RPG with Luigi swapped in, and just enough dialogue changed to throw everybody off that it's Luigi RPG.
Yeah.
I would really like to play. I would actually go back and replay it immediately if it was Luigi RPG.
What if you could from scratch right now?
Wait, maybe I could do that. That's
that.
fairly somewhat doable.
If you could create a game starring Luigi today, what kind of game would it be?
Oh, it would be an Animorphs game. It would like based on Luigi the cat, Luigi's body swapping adventure.
Okay.
It's totally unwilling, but
Yeah.
like Luigi gets sucked into a different body and then he just quantum leaps over and over again into different bodies, and you always see it as Luigi, and everyone's like, "Oh, Mr. Mayor, the hero! Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger, we love you!" You know, and you're just Luigi everywhere always. And the final thing that happens in that game is that he body swaps into Mario, and he plays as Mario for a while, and he's living the dream. But then it's hard and it's unpleasant.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Oh, I don't like it, and then he swaps back out. And Mario did it the whole time. And Mario lectures him at the end. He's like, "You thought you wanted to be me. You didn't want to be me. It's so hard to be a Mario." And and Luigi's like, "Oh, okay, I'll go back to being a Luigi." And that's the end of the game. That's Luigi's body swapping adventure.
Oh man,
God, I want that to exist now too.
the game I would make is it's basically going to run off a similar engine as Overcooked, but it's Luigi as an executive assistant, and yeah. So I'm trying to figure out who's like. I guess it's got to be someone embarrassing. Like he's like Wario's executive assistant or something.
Oh God!
So every once in a while, like Wario comes out to yell at him. He's like, "Wah, Luigi, my forms are missing," or whatever. And then you play as you just have to like you're yeah.
Can he be one of, like Devil's Wears Prada style? Can he be one of two executive assistants, and the other executive assistant, the senior executive assistant, is Waluigi?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Just so demeaning.
So yeah, he's not even. Yeah, and like the whole time is like Wario comes out and yells at you. He's like I can't find my contract for the Koopa cannon or whatever, I don't know. And then you as Luigi have to like just parade him around the office to like pass messages along to various office workers to rework a contract, and then he has to go like he has to go pick them up in order, and like you assign a Goomba to like write the contract, and when it's done you pick it up and you have to go like put it through the printer, and meanwhile like 6 other Goombas are waiting for like their turn to review it, and it's really boring. And
twice as interested in this game. I'm twice as interested in this game if he has to write annual performance reviews.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And do leadership principles and like harassment training and legal compliance training and stuff like that.
Yeah, those are the special the special courses in that game, or like the various trainings that he has to
What do you call that game?
So he's an executive assistant, junior executive assistant, if you will. Oh man, I don't
like overtime related, 5 o'clock related.
Yeah, like
assistant related,
like Luigi 9 to 5 or something. I don't know. Like I'll
okay, no, you're done. That's it.
Yeah,
Luigi 9 to 5. Because there was that Golden Girls 9 to 5 game, the Dolly Parton 9 to 5 game from
that's right.
I think. Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, Luigi 9 to 5 would be amazing. So there's 2 major things in Luigi World that we really haven't talked about yet. One is the Year of Luigi. So this guy got a whole year. Nintendo in 2013 set the year to be the Year of Luigi, and they released like 5 or 6 Luigi starring or Luigi related games and made a big deal about Luigi, and then pulled it away.
Yeah.
And he's been hidden somewhere since then. And then nothing happened for him for 6 years until this year, when the other thing that we haven't talked about yet, a title in the Luigi's Mansion series was released. Luigi's Mansion is Luigi's thing. It's
He actually kicked off.
It's the game that turns cowardice into an asset.
Yeah, he kicked off the GameCube. That was the first Mario Universe game on the GameCube was Luigi's Mansion.
You know, I feel like that says a lot though about the console history of the GameCube.
Yeah.
The Luigi of the Nintendo world?
Well, it was the Luigi of consoles at the time, because the PS2 was relatively new, and then the Xbox had just come out, and like they were both like much more powerful graphically and power-wise as well. Like they could just do much more with those. And so, and then Nintendo comes out with like this tiny little cute little cube console with
which you can carry around.
like on the PS2 was Grand Theft Auto 3, on the Xbox was Halo, and then it was like Luigi's Mansion on the Nintendo GameCube.
And Luigi's Mansion, yeah.
It's pretty funny.
I never actually realized too, like Luigi's Mansion and Mario Sunshine make a neat like light and dark pair.
Yeah, that's pretty. I never thought about that either.
And we've just abandoned that because Sunshine has never come back.
Yeah, I have not played any of the. I've not played any of the Luigi's Mansion games. I would like to get around to that. I was just
Really?
Yeah, I just realized that the new Super Luigi game that came out during the Year of Luigi was on the Wii U, which means that nobody played it probably. So
also the Luigi of consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything was the Luigi of the Luigi of Nintendo consoles, it's definitely the Wii U.
So are they doing like an Astros throw the season to try to get better prospects next year kind of thing? Like, do they pick these bad years and just go, oh God, we're gonna get killed this year. No one's gonna buy our stuff. This is terrible. Just make it a Luigi year. Yeah. Do we have a Luigi game sitting in the release that? Make that the thing.
Yeah. I can't imagine. I mean, it still blows my mind that they launched the GameCube with Luigi's Mansion. Like, that could not have been the original plan. Was
Okay, let me sell you on Luigi's Mansion. Everyone loves the Boo scenes from Mario.
Yeah.
And everyone feels like more identification with the Boo than they do with almost any other like enemy character in the Mario world. Everyone loves this like little scaredy cat chase you kind of guy.
Yeah.
The Luigi's Mansion series is kind of like Boo versus Boo, only one of the Boos is Luigi. You're scared of them, they're scared of you, not really, but like you can imagine it. And you're just running around in the dark with this scared little guy and this little flashlight. And it's adorable that everyone in the game is like a doofy and scared.
Yeah.
So take everything that you ever loved about like a haunted house in the Mario games, and just expand it into a game. It's actually a pretty darn good franchise.
So I'm just reading the story of how it's the most Luigi of stories too. Like Luigi wins a mansion in a contest that he hadn't even entered, and he's like.
Oh no!
Luigi is your grandpa who like responds to those emails that he's not supposed to respond to, like earnestly thinking that like Costco is trying to give him $500, and then he shows up and is upset that he
got my credit card number.
Hold on, I will write the check in a minute. Blank? Sure, why not? And then you'll pay me back. I get it. I understand how this works. Yeah. So this is it. He just shows up to a mansion and then for some reason now he has to capture ghosts.
And it keeps going. It's a 3-game series now. And I think the third one is supposed to be pretty good.
I've heard, yeah. A friend of mine got it and he loves it. So I might have to borrow that or something at some point.
And it's just Luigi fighting ghosts, ghost hunting in mansions. I'm going to spoil, for those who are worried about it, the third game, even though I haven't played it, because I was just scrolling through and I saw the last line of the plot of the third game. Luigi then returns to sleeping on the bus.
What?
So, yeah, that's Luigi's life. Luigi then returns to sleeping on the bus.
There should be, like, Luigi, like, there should be a game or something called Luigi Missed His Bus Stop or something like that. or maybe that's actually what Luigi's Mansion is Luigi missed his stop on the bus and now he's...
I would definitely play more Luigi is Uncomfortable games than the one that we currently have. Like, again, I'll answer your question again. What Luigi game would I make? Leisure Suit Luigi.
No. No, that doesn't work for me.
So uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable. I would love a peep show style comedy where you are viewing the world through the lens of Luigi.
That would be amazing.
And it's just him like just to hear what's going on in his head, like while he's watching everything else happen in front of, like, oh yeah, my brother again, he's going to get the girl, huh? Luigi never gets the girl. And then they're like, Luigi, are you okay? And he's like, oh, what? I'm fine. Yes, happy to be here.
Yeah, I would play that. I would absolutely play that.
Ugh.
Oh, poor Luigi.
But really, he's doing.
But again,
fine.
Yeah, for such a pathetic and unsung guy, he's everywhere.
I mean, like here's what I think we should end this on. What's the line of character? If I said, would you rather be like Yoshi or Luigi? Like, who would you rather be?
I think I would actually be Luigi in a lot of cases. Are you trying to ask, like, what character would I rather be than Luigi?
Yeah, like, where's the line between, like, Luigi, like, we're saying Luigi's had a great career. Okay, great. But, like, in the list of characters, that if you could just, like, snap your finger and become them for a while, like, or whatever, like, where do you draw?
Who would I rather be than Luigi?
Or who do you think is worse? I don't know. We're trying to draw the line between, like, where would you rather, who better or worse than Luigi?
I think I would rather be Luigi than Bowser.
Okay.
I would rather be Luigi than any female character except Rosalina, because they really don't get enough to do. They're not treated well. Kidnapped.
Would you rather be
Rosalina?
Would you rather be Captain Toad or Luigi?
I would rather be Captain Toad because treasure to track.
Yeah.
And like Luigi just is accidentally treasure.
Would you rather be
like he gets gifted a mansion?
Yeah.
And it's haunted.
Would you rather be Diddy Kong or Luigi?
Oh God, Luigi. Because Luigi's not a douche. Luigi's and if Luigi had a racing game, Luigi Kart would be good.
I mean,
Luigi Kart would just be like a funnier, more pathetic version of Mario Kart, as opposed to a literally just more pathetic version of Mario.
Right.
So I would definitely rather be Luigi than Diddy Kong.
Okay.
Also, they may both be second banana, but Luigi has, aspirations. Luigi wishes he was first banana, and he's looking up to he's looking up to a pretty good guy. He's trying to be a really good guy. I think Diddy Kong is like either stuck or totally satisfied being second banana to, a jerk. Yeah. The bad guy.
Which is also now canon. Donkey Kong's the bad guy.
Yeah. I would rather be Luigi than almost any character in the Mario universe. It's like Captain Toad, Rosalina, Mario, Gino, Mallow. Sure. That's it.
No, but not Yoshi. You'd rather be Luigi than Yoshi.
I'd rather be Luigi than Yoshi. Because nobody rides Luigi.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, you are a...
Nobody ditches Luigi to reach the next platform.
True.
And, like, Luigi falls into the sea.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. I think you probably have the right idea for where Luigi should rank.
Who would you rather be, if different, than Luigi?
I'm kind of torn on whether or not I'd rather be Yoshi or Luigi, because Yoshi has been one of the main characters I've used in, like, anytime I play Mario Tennis or Mario Golf or, like, Mario Kart. Like, I'm always...
So you are actually choosing to be Yoshi instead of Luigi.
I've several times in my life made the conscious choice to be Yoshi instead of Luigi. But most of these situations, these are not like the mainline like game situation. Like, well, I don't know, man. Yoshi's Story, Yoshi's Island, a lot of fun. You can shoot eggs. You're not terrified of everything. When Yoshi
is the star, Yoshi has a great life.
That's the thing. I think when Yoshi's the star, he has a better time than Luigi's the star.
It's true. It's very true.
Luigi's only the star when something has gone
nobody rides
wrong.
Luigi.
Yeah, but he's only the star when something has gone horribly wrong with Mario, or he decides to accept a mansion from a contest that he didn't even enter.
Yeah, no, nobody rides Luigi. I still choose Luigi.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Although that's another game I would like to see. I would like to see Yoshi swapped with Luigi in like Super Mario World. Just to really drive it in.
Yeah. Look, we found this thing. It has a saddle.
The saddle.
And he just takes it off of Yoshi and puts it on Luigi and rides him instead. Yeah.
It's canon now.
Yeah, that's good. I'm in. I don't think I have anything else to say about Luigi, man. I think I'm pretty tapped on Luigi now.
No, I mean, I don't know how they got a year out of Luigi. The episode of Luigi was a good amount.
Yeah. Possibly too much. I don't think we should talk about him ever again.
Okay, so we're resolved. Luigi is banned. Bye.
Yeah, bye, Luigi. Thanks for everything.
I guess we rode Luigi.
We did ride Luigi. We rode Luigi as far as we could take him.
And then we ditched him into the sea.
Oh, poor guy.
I think that's probably a good place for us to stop.
All right, man. Well, we're the friends who live on mountains.
We are the friends who talk good games.
Until next time.
Bye.